What's up, guys? Welcome back to the shop. I'm so excited to be back on Side Piece. We're gonna be going headlong on the Side Piece project. I want to get this truck done by Whitley Diesel Truck Fest, which is at the end of June. It is currently the end of, January, February, March. It is the end of March right now. I got 3 months to try and get this thing done. And let me show you the current state. I don't know if I can make it happen, but I'm gonna try like hell to make it happen. So here's where we're at. All right, guys, hit our first snag of the night. Our cam bolt is rusted into the bore. I just want to show you what I'm doing to fix it. Here's what we're working with here. So you can see I got the rear of this off just fine, no problems. Came off nice and easy, but these cam bolts tend to get rusted into the bore. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna be coming right inside of here with a sawzall, and we're gonna cut the end of this off. That way I can pull this out. I'm gonna be pressing the bushing out anyways. Then I'll just get some new cam bolts. It is important, you're gonna have to get this aligned, but I did mark my cams, so I know that the fatter part of the cam is facing forward. Again, we're gonna have to get an alignment anyways, but that at least gives you a starting point to get to the alignment shop. All right, the next part of getting these old bushings out, new bushings in, we gotta push this through. So we're gonna be using a socket that just barely fits inside. So you can see that guy just barely fits in there. I'm gonna be using the press, and what I've found on these in the past is it is actually gonna give a pretty good workout to the press here. These are in super tight. So first thing we're gonna do is get this lined up straight as we possibly can. I'm gonna go get some eye protection just in case this socket decides to explode on me. I do value my eyeballs. Last I checked, I only got 2. I'm just gonna get this as squared as up as I can here. Go in nice and straight. With any luck, we'll be able to push this thing right out. All right, well, we were back in the shop this morning, and I gotta say, yesterday kind of sucked. We did not get much accomplished. Let me walk you through what we ran into and why it took us a little longer than we would have expected, and why we're at a little bit of a stopping point. Okay, so yesterday what we were running into is, first off, I had to cut through the cam bolts on these lower control arms. And then when I pulled them out, I noticed that like this is just really, really messed up, really rusted. So I was like, hey, you know, maybe it's like a surface rust thing. So I started bending these back. And then when I went to go press out the joints, this whole piece was collapsing. So you can see how rusted this is. The metal's actually super, super thin. So when I was pressing out the bushing, it actually started collapsing on me. And I'll tell you what, if I'm gonna be running this truck as hard as I plan, I am not taking the risk of running this type of control arm. So I ended up ordering a new control arm. I'll show you guys what that looks like when it comes in. But unfortunately, they are a build-to-order control arm, so it's going to take a little bit of time to get here. So it's all right. We got plenty of other stuff to do, so we're just going to pivot a little bit. But yeah, this stamped steel control arm is just, it's bad from the factory, but it's even worse when it's this rusted. Like the metal's just super, super thin. So my wife and I kind of made the executive decision. It's like, nah, we're not going to be running this truck full out on that kind of material. So these are going to get upgraded. All right, so while we're waiting for our new control arms to come in, we decided to pivot, and we're going to move to getting all the front steering done. So you can see all these awesome boxes from Apex. We have their complete steering system and their ball joints. So we're going to be working on that today. Hopefully get that all knocked out. Ideally, the front end of this truck outside of the control arms will be done today. All right, guys, I'm kind of just blasting through the disassembly of this front suspension. I'm going to be going through the hubs, and I'll be going through the ball joints as well. But if you guys need a little more guidance on how to do this, we actually have a full video on our channel of how to replace the hubs, the ball joints, and a complete front steering. This truck is exactly the same as that truck. So this one will be a little bit more quick, just ripping through it. But if you guys need more guidance on how to do this, we have some other videos up on our channel that can help you out. All right, the fact that I am cutting through the rubber grommet for this sway bar tells me that it has never been replaced since 2004. You can see it's all cracked up and stuff. Definitely don't want to reuse this thing. There's so much freaking rust on this thing. I hit it with my hammer and it shot rust in my eyeball. Eyeball protection. Should have been wearing it earlier. The world's most rusty brake rotor. Holy crap. I have exhausted every way I know how to get this hub off. It is so seized in there that every trick I know is not working. So it's gotten to the point where I've pushed so hard on this hub, like the bearing assembly is separating. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm actually gonna pull the whole knuckle off and go put it in my press and try and get it out that way. But I figured it might be interesting to watch, so kick on the camera. Well, clearly that did not quite go as expected. I planned on having a whole bunch more for you in this video, but I got hung up trying to take a damn knuckle off so I can get to some ball joints. And then I got control arms that rusted through. So, you know, fun times. We are excited to be on side piece. We are going to make it to Whitley. I'm done dealing with the 21-year-old rusty bolts. I think I've taken off the last couple that exist on this truck. So we're gonna do this. I hope you guys are up for it. Come along for the ride. It's gonna be a hell of a lot of fun. All right, Bear, say hi to all your fans. You gonna say hello? Do something cool. Can you, like, I don't know, sit maybe? Or look at me and wag your tail? I guess that's cool. There you go. Good job, buddy. You're a good boy. This thing on. Hello? I want to have a hat, because a hat looks nice. Look at that, see? 20% more handsome. That fast. Oops. All right, guys, I can't dance, but I do think that this deserves a little jig, so here you go. It's the best white guy dance you can get out of me. I'm hell excited to get back on side piece. We're gonna crush this thing. I'm gonna get it done. Hopefully you guys enjoy the ride. We're gonna get there, Deb. We're gonna get there. Just takes me some time. I'm a little slow.